Hey everyone, it's Robin Steele with Robin's Refined Style. So this week we're going to be looking at eyeshadows that make your eye color pop. So today I'm looking at brown eye girls, okay? Now, that is the majority of people in the world. Like 70 to 80% of people have brown eyes. And so I'm going to show you how to choose a color palette out of this Showstopper palette from Bellamy that's going to make your eyes pop. And not only that, this is great for pretty much every eye color. My eyes are hazel and this looks great on my eyes. It also looks good on green and blue. And the only one it doesn't look good on is you want to stay away from this if you have gray eyes, which are a very rare eye color. You don't want to have orange, anything like that in your eyeshadow makeup if you have gray eyes. So I'm going to show you real quick where I'm going to do. So we're going to start off with this really pretty like taupey shimmer color right here. And then I'm going to use this beautiful like sienna color, but when I put it on, it really kind of comes out like a really beautiful copper color. And then I'm going to use this really pretty teddy bear brown, and I'm going to put it in the corner of my eyes and also line underneath of my eyes. And then I'm going to take this toasted color, which is a light color, and use it up on my highlight and also help to blend everything together. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. So I am just going to tap right into that color. And I like to first kind of tap it onto my lid and all over before I actually start blending it. And then as I need more, I can just go back and lightly tap and blend in where I'm needing to add a little bit more color. And I love these eyeshadows because they're very pigmented, but they don't have a lot of fallout. Okay, so I've got that color all over. Then I'm going to go into my crease. And like I said, I'm going to use that really pretty like pumpkin sienna color. And it's really dark, okay? Like I said, these are very pigmented. And so what I like to do is I'm just going to go here, and I like to, like I did with the other color, I like to first just tap it on to get an idea of how deep it's going to be. And then after that, I can start to blend it in to see if that's the intensity of the color that I want to get. And I have hooded eyes. And so a lot of times when I'm putting my color on, I won't like close my eye when I'm working on the crease because I need to know that it's actually going above the crease, because otherwise my lid will just fold over on itself and you won't see the beautiful color. So that is a tip if you have hooded eyes. Start with your eyes open and go slightly above your natural crease so you get that definition in the crease area. And it actually looks like you have a crease color. And then you want to go ahead and blend it in down into the natural crease. And I like to go just barely onto my lid, okay? All right, so I'm just going to take a look. I think I like that. And then from here, I'm going to take that really pretty teddy bear brown color, and I'm just going to put it in the outer corner of my eye just for a little extra drama. And if you notice, when I was working on the crease, I only went about 2/3 of the way over. I didn't go all the way over, and that's just going to help open up the eye area. All right, then I'm going to use the same color, that teddy bear brown, and I'm just going to line underneath of my eyes. Okay, sorry about that. And then from there, I'm going to take that really pretty toasted color up here. And I like to just tap in there. And I'm just going to tap right into my highlight area. And in this area in the crease where I didn't come all the way over, I like to get in there. And then I'll go all over to blend it all out, so there's no harsh lines. Okay, all right, so that is it for the actual eyeshadow color. So I'll just take a minute, an extra minute or so, to show you how I like to line my upper eye, and then also add some mascara for some extra drama. So this is the Luxe Liquid Eyeliner, and so I like to start about halfway in and then start to come out. And I won't take it all the way down. I like to kind of stop before it gets down to the bottom so it's not dragging the eye down. I don't do any extra fancy wings or anything like that. So that's kind of my way to lift the eye a little bit, or at least not draw it down. Okay, and then I'll go back and just draw a little bit extra towards where kind of my iris color ends. So I also won't take this all the way down to the center. And I leave it kind of like a thinner line over on this end, and then I like to kind of make it thicker, a little bit dark, not darker, but thicker, so it looks darker the farther that you go out to the outside. Okay, and so that's lining it, and then all I have to do is just put a little bit of mascara on, and then I am done. Okay. So I'll just go in here, and I like to give it a little shimmy for some volume, and then blink my eyes to get some length. Okay, and that is it. So this is my brown eye look with like this beautiful copper look with the eyeshadow. And like I said, this is great for brown eyes. It's really going to brighten everything up, but it also looks great on hazel, green, or blue. So if you have any questions or comments, please don't hesitate to reach out to me. Have a great day.